We're just jumping into it, okay? How did she get him to land? That's the real question. The dragons are in the back, like, are we fighting? Is this a standoff? What's happening?
You stand before the Queen of the Seven Kingdoms with a dragon of House Targaryen.
When you catch somebody outside with your dog, like, that doesn't belong to you.
To learn the ways of dragon riders and to serve my queen.
That's a good answer.
Your Grace.
He's like, how can I get in the least amount of trouble here? Saera is like, don't move. He said one wrong move. She's like, I'll burn you.
You kneel quickly for a man so suddenly elevated.
Yeah, she's like, I was not expecting this.
I have sweated blood in service of House Velaryon.
Yeah.
I may appear lowborn.
He's quite literally sweated blood of House Velaryon.
And if the gods call me to greater things, who am I to refuse them?
Right? Like, it's my destiny.
What is your parentage?
My mother was a shipwright. My father is no one of consequence.
I wonder what's gonna happen when she finds out.
Adam of Hull.
She's like, you're a bastard.
You have done something I feared impossible.
Well, it's not even impossible. She just doesn't know who his dad is.
I am glad of it.
Yeah, she's low-key excited. She's like, this changes everything.
I can try.
Yeah, like, how did you get him to land? Did she fly up behind him and was like, pull over, set the dragon down?
You'll have a scar, but it will be easily hidden.
Aw, you and Rhaenyra have matching scars. That's so cute.
Nothing is clean here.
Well, your son killed all the rat catchers, so.
I wish to go out, Sir Ricard.
Out?
To the Kingswood, I think.
Then I'll have the stewards prepare a retinue.
No retinue. Just you.
He's like, she saw what just happened, right? Like, we just got mobbed.
What are they for? The block or the crow cage?
The wall. The Prince Regent is merciful.
Oh, he's sending Aegon's friends to the wall. That's hilarious.
Well, they started a riot.
Did they start the riot? Because I know we didn't start it. That's not how that goes. It's we didn't start the fire. Okay. I was like, wait. I made a wrong reference.
Of the dragon sea smoke.
How do they know?
With the rider.
What?
A fine piece of intelligence.
How did they know that Sea Smoke was out riding? Like, because Sea Smoke had been flying around all season, and they didn't say anything. But now that Sea Smoke has a rider, all of a sudden, it gets to King's Landing.
Who is this rider?
That is less clear.
They were men from the wall already there. Did they, like, come to pick them up or something?
You are, of course, welcome to bring this news to the Prince Regent, but, perhaps this is one of those whispers best left to the wind.
Oh, does he, like, not believe him? Or is it, like, it's been passed down too much or something? I'm thinking of, the dude from Ant-Man. He's like, my cousin heard it from his girlfriend. She heard it from her sister. It just keeps going all the way down. I still don't understand why, if your mom ran out, she's like, oh, Sea Smoke has a rider. Let me go see who it is. Like, why wouldn't you go with her?
What of the rider? Do we know who he is?
No, you know who he is.
A commoner. With respect to your workers, Lord Corlys, the lowborn cannot go around seizing dragons.
Why are you talking? He didn't do it. Like, Corlys told his people to go get dragons.
In the art of dragon riding, and that I should teach him some High Valyrian.
We know nothing about this man.
What was his problem? Wasn't this his idea? To get dragon seeds? Why was he making that face?
Where's the Queen?
Her Grace sends word she will not be attending.
See, this is what I'm talking about. Why are you not attending your small council meeting?
That it's lucky.
Lucky? Or somehow ordained? Seasmoke chose him. He surely has Targaryen blood in him somewhere.
Targaryen blood was perhaps too thin in Sir Stephen Darklyn. If I can find others with a more direct line of breeding.
That's so funny.
But you are better served looking under the sheets and in the wood piles.
Oh, yeah, I see why she left. She's like, you know how many bastards Aegon has running around?
There are 80 of their bastard progeny at least that are known to me. There are sure to be more. Perhaps some here, on Dragonstone, the misbegotten offspring of your house.
Literally, Adam.
You speak of the lowborn.
They are as like to serve you as highborn lords or ladies, perhaps more.
Oh, so when they were looking for people to be dragon riders, they were literally only looking at the highborns. They didn't even consider bastards at all.
Royal half-brothers, Aegon and Aemond, whose blood is pure, who wage war against you for your throne. Are they bound by honor?
Absolutely not. She's like, if they're fighting dirty, we're fighting dirty too.
Common shipwright vows to serve you, while your brothers seek to destroy you. The order of things has changed, Your Grace.
Honestly, it's so weird to think of them as brother and sisters. So, just because they never spent any time together at all. I just think of them as two different sides of the family.
For 20 years, the lords of this realm levied insults at my sons behind my back. Let us raise an army of bastards.
That's really funny, because didn't Kristen Cole call her the Queen of Bastards? And now she's gonna raise an army of bastard dragon riders. That's actually really good. I want to see his face when he sees. Son! Hello! Even though he's never spoken a word to him a day in his life.
Well done.
That's it. That's all you got. You've been talking to Alan a whole bunch. Which that's another reason why Adam wanted to be a dragon rider anyway. It's really interesting to think about, because in episode 5, you know, after Rhaenys had died, you know, he was all moping around and stuff, which obviously, you know, that was his wife, so yeah, he'd be all moping around. And he's like, I have no family left. They all died. But it's like, you've quite a bit of family left. You got 2 half-sons and 2 granddaughters still. But yeah, that doesn't excuse your other family dying, but you know.
My condolences on the passing of your grandson. But the Crown congratulates you on your ascension to the head of your house and Lord Paramount in the Riverlands. Truly glorious. Well done.
I did nothing.
Nevertheless, you are here, which is important.
He does not look like he wants to be there.
We recognize the authority of the named heir, Queen Rhaenyra, and your own, as her king consort.
He said, you're not in charge.
I was told they would come to heel when House Tully declared its allegiance.
That may be the case. Though it is yet to be seen that they will heed my authority as young as it is.
Yeah, like, they're not really happy with you. Yeah, there's a whole nother problem.
They'll hate you.
Exactly. You think just because he's in charge now, they'll all listen and just forget that you let the Blackwoods commit war crimes?
Grace, my lord. The River Lords await. I fear we cannot delay them any longer.
Oh, everybody's already there.
Come along, Lord Oscar.
Alright, Damon. We've already seen one Riverland kid kill an adult. Don't be the second.
A new lord. A new beginning. Let us put all the old unpleasantness behind us.
Sir, it just happened yesterday. Or what? Less than a week, at least.
In his wisdom, he has pledged his house and yours to me.
Lord Oscar, for generations we have been guided by the judgment of your forebears. Why should we now follow a boy younger than my own sons?
Damon's like, is he? Say it with your chest.
I see no reason to cast aside loyalty. No matter how loathsome I may find her representative, the prince.
King. Mind your tongue, boy.
I told you. He pulls out his sword. He's not afraid of Daemon now.
Will you have our army or not?
He's like a completely different person than the last time they met. But also he has to show like the strength that comes with being the in charge of the Riverlands. So he's like, I can't back down in front of literally all the other houses of the Riverlands. Like, I have to show them that I have strength and honor and all that stuff, and that I'll fight, you know, for what's right.
They who bent the knee to the usurper have been brought to heel.
What about the women and the children?
I accept you as my vassal, Willem Blackwood. But
I was about to say that's a long. They were holding on that shot for a long time.
But you did not have to pursue such savagery. You did it because you wanted to.
Our young lord speaks truly.
He's like, Daemon, get me out of this.
Grace wishes to show contrition for his acts, and to prove himself deserving of our banners, he must now rectify his grievous error. Denounce your crimes.
This kid is smart.
Oh dear.
Oh dear. I think he'll do it. Daemon's definitely gonna do it. Wow. We already knew he was gonna do it. He did hesitate at the beginning, but once he took his first step, he's like, nope, we're doing this. Is that the same one from last time? I thought it was a vision last time. I was like, why is there just a goat in there? So the goat is a part of the vision as well. Oh, it's Old Man Viserys. It's, man, when he breathes, it sounds like it hurts.
What is this?
He's like, what do I say? Is his eye? Okay, yeah. His eye and cheek are missing still.
Crushes whoever wears it. You always wanted it, Daemon.
Imagine if he was actually that cognitive in episode 8 in the last season. That would have been weird. Like his eye and his cheek are missing, but he's talking just fine. like everything's normal.
I can't. You can. You must try, Your Grace.
Is he walking already? How? Yeah, you should not be walking right now. And whoever made that stick needs to get fired. Terrible. His face is almost healed. How long has it been?
You really oughtn't to be doing that alone, Grand Maester.
Yeah, his skin is like healed already. I mean, is this healed as much as it's gonna be?
No.
Well, you gotta get back to your bed. I still don't feel bad for you.
Progress is impressive.
Yeah, can someone tell me how long it's been?
The Queen has found a new rider for one of her dragons.
I've heard tell of it.
No, but you won't believe this. Yeah, but it's your brother. They didn't tell you that, did they?
My brother was ever restless, yearning for some sign of his worth. I am of Salton Sea. I yearn for nothing else.
Salton Sea, huh? Because didn't Bela say, I'm of fire and blood, not of Salton Sea? It looks like you found yourself a new heir. After you legitimize him, of course. So no one's gonna turn around and be like, oh, she's gone? Like, because they're gonna notice that you're gone. How do you track a wild dragon? Besides just finding all the burn spots.
When does your grace mean to return to the city?
I'm not yet certain I do.
She's like, we live here now. She said, we're never going back. They don't want me. I don't want to be there.
The lowborn claiming dragons. Was it her idea?
It was yours.
You were enthusiastic enough when Sir Stefan made his claim.
Yeah, what?
Heir to the Dunfall. These people are courageous. Mongrels.
Sir, watch it. That's to say, if he would have said bastards, I would have been like, anybody have a mirror?
House Targaryen is the blood of the dragon.
Mm-hmm.
If any may lay claim to it, what are we then?
The rightful rulers of the Seven Kingdoms.
But, oh, okay,
What
well...
if one of your base-born, silver-haired dragon riders decides he wants to rule the Seven Kingdoms? Did the Conqueror's dream foretell that?
Do they not realize that, like, they're Targaryen bastards? They're not just, like, any bastards.
Fly against Vhagar myself? Or perhaps you will fly against her on Vermax?
Or you guys could team up and do it together. I honestly don't understand this whole one-on-one thing.
Did you think I would have dark hair?
Mm.
When you took Harwin Strong into your bed, did you think I might favor him, or did it not cross your mind?
Well, with you, she probably didn't think about it, but definitely with Luke and Joffrey, she already knew. She did it anyway, so.
But I may argue my legitimacy to succeed you because I have a dragon. And now you say you'll strip that from me too.
Oh, he's having a Cinderon moment. He's like, everyone will get dragons. Everyone will be dragon riders. And when everyone's a dragon rider, no one will be.
I mislike all of this.
Then don't pursue it.
It was your idea. Just go with it at this point. If they challenge you, just fight them. But
I cannot gainsay that
I doubt
which
they
the
would
gods
challenge you.
have laid before me.
That's the second time they've said something like that. Like, they all think it's their destiny that all this is happening. Which really, that's a really interesting idea. Because Aegon's second name day, when the white deer found her, and they were saying like the white deer has to do with royalty and stuff. So that's really interesting.
Whatever you must, you see that it finds her.
Who is her? I still don't trust her, Massaria. I know she's plotting. Like I said, with that kiss last episode and that weird music, I'm like, I don't think so. Oh, the girl that she sent inside King's Landing.
From the Queen.
Was it the one with all the ice on it? You put the note inside that one? Or does she have to like look through the whole bucket of fish? Are we focusing in on her? Like she might be one of them? I'm just waiting for them to show us Ulf.
You won't believe this.
Yep, here it is. Right on cue.
Rhaenyra's recruiting small folk to go to Dragonstone.
Well, that's a shame, because I'd have been first in line if it wasn't for my injury.
Oh, now you have an injury?
Are you touched?
Are you touched?
I can't be sure it's all true.
It's like, you've been lying to us? For years?
Drinking. At the expense of all these good people. For a fiction, no
spark and no tinder.
Oh, have they been buying him drinks because they thought he was a bastard?
Yes! Wine! Wine for Ulf, the Dragon Lord! Ulf, the Dragon Lord! Ulf, the Dragon Lord! Ulf, the Dragon Lord!
They're hyping him up. Oh, you gotta claim one now. Either claim one or die, because you can't come back to that bar. Not after that.
But I did know my mother.
Who's your mother?
I hid it from you.
Okay, I was like, are you gonna?
I'm sorry.
You're gonna elaborate?
She worked in a pleasure house.
She worked in a pleasure house.
She used to tell me I was no different to her brother's boys. Viserys and Daemon.
Her brother's boys. Viserys and Daemon. Who was their dad?
I could not keep our girl alive.
Oh, their daughter died? Off screen? Oh yeah, I didn't want to watch that happen anyway. But Rhaenys' dad was Aemon, and Viserys' dad, Viserys and Daemon's dad, he was the one that died because he got sick all of a sudden from a stomach ache.
I do not care to be a lady, Hugh. And neither do I want to be a widow.
But it's okay because he has plot armor. It'll be fine. I'm gonna be honest, it's very peaceful out here in the Kingswoods. I understand why Alicent doesn't want to go back. No riots. No brothers trying to kill each other for the throne. Just out here chilling. You and Helena should build a little cabin out here. I don't believe that at all. Dragons are not scared. No more dragon keepers. They'll come back after they find out what happened here today. I was very confused when I saw Bela.
I knew what it was to
I was like, why are you there?
But
wait, are the dragons scared? Is that what that noise was? He's like, I heard about that riot. He's like, no, I'm staying right here. We're attached at the hip. Her dress is really cool. It's really nice.
with these 2 dragons added to our number, the enemy will have no choice but to give way, and peace will be restored. And without bloodshed.
No, we need bloodshed. It's too late. Rhaenys is dead. We kill them all, or we forfeit.
The dragon, named Vermithor, is the largest in the world after Vhagar, and perhaps the most fierce.
We should probably start with Silverwing.
We'll go to him now.
Or not. Or not. Where's Jace? He's somewhere pouting, I'm sure. It still makes no sense to me. This was your idea. Whether they're all highborn or bastards, or like, it's the same idea. But I understand why he's mad. But it's a stupid reason to be mad. Oh, is this the trailer shot? Why is she turning around surprised? Like she didn't just call him to come up. She's like, wait, he's coming first try? That's cool. I didn't think he'd show up first time. Or first try with me calling him. You just see something moving in the darkness. You can't actually see. Yeah, there he is. No, what happened, Ulf? Not Ulf. Hugh? You said they're just meat. No, it's just meat. He's like, nah, you woke me up. You want me to be calm? I was taking a nap. That scar on his lip, I want to know how he got it. This dude is huge. It sucks that you can only claim 1 dragon. It'd be really cool to have Rhaenyra on Vermithor. Like, that'd be awesome. See if Syrax will give you a day pass and let you ride Vermithor for a fight or 2. Yeah, trailer shot, I knew it.
Who among you would be first?
What do you do? Just like, I need more instruction than that. Do I just reach out my hand? Like, what I don't even know High Valyrian. We have a staring contest? Like, what? Can you tell him to calm down again? I feel like Rhaenyra should tell him to calm down again. He's arching. Like he's about to scream or yell. Yeah. I could tell, like, you could tell he was like, nah. They're lucky he didn't get like all of them in one fell swoop. Oh, the guards won't let them out. They're like, nah, you're here now. You gotta stay. Oh, the guards! Yeah, well... How far is that drop? They're gonna have to clean up so many bodies. Rhaenyra's like, oh, well, that didn't work. You really should have done it 1 at a time. I feel like it would have worked out a bit better. I wonder what he's gonna do. You know, she could almost pass for Helena's sister. Like, quite literally. Is this a one-shot? I think it is. Oh, they're lucky he didn't... They're lucky he didn't just burn them. They got plot armor. Well, he has plot armor. Don't just stand there. No, he's trying to save the girl. He's like, yeah, man, I've been looking for you the whole time.
Come on!
He's like, feisty. I like this one. Well, now you gotta ride him. You have to seal the bond. Must do your first flight. If he really is the son of one of King Jaehaerys's daughters, like direct daughters, then Vermithor was like, yeah, your grandfather used to ride. Is that Bill from Warrior? Hold on, now I'm gonna have to look up a cast list. Is that really Bill from Warrior? Because it looked just like him just now, and I haven't noticed all season. But also, speaking of characters, Otto Hightower, he played the Lizard in Amazing Spider-Man with Andrew Garfield, and I had no idea until someone told me the other day. And it sucks because I hate Otto, but I really do like the Amazing Spider-Man movies, and I was like, man, now I can't hate Otto as much as I wanted to. Where did you go? You just went wandering in the cave? That's like, you're in a dragon's... You know how many dragons are there? There's a dragon right there. I almost stepped on a dragon egg. Yeah, she's like, did you just step near my eggs? I've been waiting to see Silverwing. Silverwing, I'm not sure what I just said. But because they made Sunfire look really cool, I don't want to see what they're going to do with Silverwing. Silverwing's face has a really cool design. Almost like what's it called? With what's her name? Angelina? It almost reminds me of like Maleficent. Are you playing possum? Why? If you were gonna die, you would have been dead already. Like, go ahead and get up. Which he had a much he was in there with Vermithor, so maybe not. I was about to say he had a much easier time claiming his dragon than everyone else. Look at that, now you can go back to the bar and be like, look, I did it. Silverwing's like, yeah, we're cool. Just don't step on my eggs. We're fine. Was her saddle on her?
There is great
Do they just leave the saddle on the dragons the whole time? How would that work? Because the dragon has to grow. So it wouldn't really... Wait, so your dragon... Is that Darren? What is happening? What dragon are they talking about? Who is that? Is that Silverwing? Yeah, the head shape is the same. Why? You tame a dragon and the first thing you do is go to King's Landing? Are you dumb? Like, why? It's like he's bull riding with the one hand up in the air. Silverwing is a lot bluer than I thought she would be. She was a Queen Alysanne's dragon. Yeah, Silverwing's like a dark, almost like a dark purple, dark blue, dark purple. And the wings, like in between, what's it called? In between the bones. Those are like this. I guess that's why it's called Silverwings. Silverwing, my bad. Imagine being so big you can't fit in the dragon pit. That's literally Vermithor's life. Yeah, like Rhaenyra, how did you let him get all the way to King's Landing? Like, why didn't you chase after him and make him land like you did with Adam? Honestly, this might be, look, I wish they would have gotten more training, but go ahead and attack him now. Now would be the time. Why is he turning around? Why is he turning? He decided it would be a bad idea. Oh, look at Vermithor. Oh, they're all standing. Was this a plan? Did she do this on purpose? They did this on purpose to show Aemon that they have more dragons now? That's such a wasted opportunity. Why would you do that? It's really cool. That's a really cool, like, yeah, no, we're coming for you. But that's so dumb. I hate that. Oh, okay. Alright, so that's it for this episode of House of the Dragon. It was really cool. Well, it wasn't really cool. A lot of people died, but so we had the sowing of the seeds. What they call it, the red sowing, yeah. So we had the sowing of the seeds. I liked how they did it, just because, you know what, we don't really have time to have everybody go through one by one, because that would take up a whole episode, unless they did like some sort of a montage type of thing, which I don't think like a montage scene would work in House of the Dragons. But it was really interesting that all the dragon keepers left. They're like, no, this is blasphemy. This is an abomination. Like we won't agree to this. And well, hey, we got 2 new dragon riders now. So we have Ulf White and Hugh Hammer. And yeah, as for Hugh Hammer, when he said his mom worked in a pleasure house, the only daughter that I can think of that comes to mind would be King Jaehaerys' daughter Saera, and that was the one that I mentioned back in season 1 when Viserys was talking to Harwin. Yeah, when Viserys was talking to Harwin, and Harwin said, "Yeah, King Jaehaerys' daughters gave him a hard time too," and that was the one I referenced because she lost her maidenhead and she kind of like slept around the castle, and they sent Saera to live with the Silent Sisters. And when she was leaving, like she ran away from the Silent Sisters. She pushed one of the sisters down the stairs and one of them died. Like the people that, show up to wrap the bodies whenever someone dies. Yeah, she got sent to live with them. And so that's the only person I can think he's talking about. But in the books, well, they could have changed it because they kind of just said that Saera ran away and was never seen again. But I believe in the book she went to Pentos, like she left Westeros altogether and went across the sea. But so yeah, that'd be cool if Hugh Hammer was Sarah's son, bastard. That'd be pretty cool. But other than that, what else do we have? We had Rhaenyra and Jace. And I guess I kind of understand why he's mad, because he's like, my whole life everyone's been telling me I'm a bastard, but look, I have a dragon. So whether I'm a bastard, well, like whether he's a bastard or not, like I have a dragon and you don't, is basically what he was saying. That's what I got from the conversation that he was having with Rhaenyra. And he's like, well, now if everyone else has a dragon too, then what's the point? It's only 3 other people. You have Adam, Ulf White, and Hugh Hammer. Yeah, Adam, Hugh, and Ulf. And there's only 3 other people, and they're not going to challenge you for the throne. But he's like, yeah, if everyone has a dragon, then what does that make me? I'm like, dude, you're still the heir. Like, they're not going to challenge you. But I guess it was kind of like a shot to his pride or something like that. But at the end of the day, it was your idea still. Like, whether they're highborns or lowborns, you're still going to put, like, what would have stopped the Queen's Guard guy that burnt last episode? Like, what if he would have challenged you for the throne? Like, it would have been the same thing because he has Targaryen blood. So I don't know. So that's just my take on it. And Daemon, he finally got his army in the Riverlands, but he had to kill the one guy. So, I mean, I guess everything's working out. He had another vision with Viserys, but, he didn't really freak out this time. He kind of just sat there and talked to him. So I guess that's cool. He's come to terms with everything that's happening over in the Riverlands. So good for him. But as we position over to the Greens, does Aegon have some sort of like quick healing potion? Because I'm like, dude, he was literally just burnt to a crisp. Not even like, it hasn't even been like a week. Because but his skin is healing and he's already walking. Like, your leg was just broken. So unless we did a time jump, but it wouldn't have made sense for us to do a time jump because he came back to King's Landing. He was put in the bed. I think he just woke up, right? Yeah, he just woke up last episode. And Aemon was like, what do you remember? And he said, I remember nothing. And then literally right after that is when when Sea Smoke came and found Adam. So how was that last episode? But now in the following episode, he's up walking around. Like, your leg was just broken. Like, you could not walk. Your leg was just broken. Your skin was not healed. So I have a little bit of a continuity issue with that. That doesn't really make sense to me. Like, they could have saved that for season 3, the time jump or whatever, to where he's a little bit more healed. So I'm not sure why they decided to do it in literally the following episode. And last for the Greens, we have Alicent hanging out in the woods. That's literally all she did this episode for no reason. Like, she was just hanging out in the woods. So yeah. Oh, actually, we also have Darren, and they said his dragon just took flight. But if his dragon just took flight, it would still be pretty small. Like, if his dragon just took flight with him on the back of it, I'm assuming that's what they meant. Like, now he can finally ride the dragon, the Cerys or something like that. Like, that dragon would be very small. Like, smaller than Luke's dragon at the end of last season. So I don't see how much help he'd be in a fight, because literally every other dragon is bigger than that dragon. It would literally be like it would be like Jason going up against Vhagar. I mean Luke going up against Vhagar, just like the end of last season. So I'm not really sure how much help he'll be, which I know from the books, but I think it's odd that they said in the show that he just took flight. So, but other than that, it was a really cool episode. Next week is the finale. Well, yeah, next week is the finale. So, other than that, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.